Hey yo, what's good, y'all? SOS Wrestle Talk back at y'all once again. This time it's New Japan Pro Wrestling Sakura Genesis 2024. This event actually took place this past Saturday, so I'm coming to you on that following Monday. Was a very busy wrestling weekend. Hopefully, you got all the wrestling in that you wanted, that you enjoyed, that you could ever hope and wish for. Hopefully, the results were what you wanted. If not, hopefully, you enjoyed the show as well. So, if this is the first time you're checking us out, we are SOS Wrestle Talk. I'm the Puroresu Fly God. I am Stardust Shiaku. I am the human LIJ here to talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling's Sakura Genesis, like I said. So, Sakura Genesis took place in Ryogoku. We had an attendance of 6,632. So without any further ado, let's get into these matches. The first match we had on the show was the Frontier Zone. This match went about 20 minutes, or had a 20-minute time limit, Boltin Oleg, Toru Yano, Tomohiro Ishii, taking on Chicharito Shoki, Takuro Niki, and Ayato Yoshida. Boltin Oleg got the victory with the Kamikaze, a little under 9 minutes right here. This is okay. This did what it needed to do. It was short, fast, simple, to the point. I ain't mad at it. It was okay. I'm not, like I said, I wasn't mad at it. It didn't disrupt me so early in the morning. First actual match we had on the show, we had Ryosuke Taguchi and El Desperado taking on Kosei Fujita and Zack Sabre Jr. I got the team right winning, but I didn't think Kosei Fujita get the victory. It's very important. He got the O'Connor bridge over Ryosuke Taguchi in about 9.5 minutes. And it's going to kind of creep into maybe some happenings later on down the line here on this card. But I thought this was solid as well. Definitely a fan of TMDK. I like all four guys in this match, but I knew we had to have a winner, and I'm glad that Fujita got the victory. So shout out to Kosei Fujita getting that win for TMDK. Next match, moving on up down the card. I actually got this match incorrect. We have Los Ingobernables de Japon, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, aka Los Dos Peligroso, if you know, you know, taking on Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finlay and Geto. Geto ate the pin. About 5.5 minutes right here. This is short, fast, simple, painless, got it out the way. Didn't overstay its welcome. I think about 5.5 minutes is fine for this type match right here. And this is my first, not really my first, but it's kind of like David Finlay's back off of that illness that he had. So it's going to be interesting to see the route that they go to and how they utilize David Finlay. So from here going forward, as I'm trying to say, is I swear I can speak English. Third match on this card, we had a trios match. Doki, Yuya Uemura, and Sanada taking on the United Empire's Jeff Cobb, Great-O-Khan, and Callum Newman. And actually, Great-O-Khan got pinned by a Storm Clutch, a little bit under 9 minutes right here. So this gives Uemura a little bit more momentum since losing his hair, of course, as we all know, last month. And he actually is here later in the card as well. Maybe not later in this card, but he will be having his presence felt here post Sakura Genesis, and that's what's going to take place. So, like I said, just 5 guys gets the victory. Moving on to our first title match of this show. Our first title match of this show, we had the War Dogs. That being Clark Connors, Gabriel Kidd. I said Clark Connors and Gabriel Kidd. I mean Clark Connors and Drilla Moloney taking on the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, or actually defending their titles, against the team of the International Jet Setters, Kushida and Kevin Knight, and United Empire's Catch 2-2. They got the victory over, he hit, Drilla Moloney, hit Kushida with the Drilla Killer, and Connors secured the victory little under 18 minutes following the full clip to get the victory for the champions. This is a chaotic tornado tag team match, man. I can't really do words to describe it. This is when the show started to pick up for me. And yeah, this match was a fucking banger. Shout out to the War Dogs, man. Them boys did their thing. I was definitely happy that they did it because shit was fucking fire, bro. So I definitely recommend going out of your way to check this match out. And our next match for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, we have the 101st champions, Chase Owens and Kenta, taking on Bishamon, and Bishamon were able to regain the belts back. They beat Kenta and Owens here in around 13 minutes and 51 seconds. They hit lights out. And then backstage, like I said earlier, Yuya Uemura appeared in front of them, challenging Bishamon with the partner of his choosing for the tag team titles, which now we know who this partner of his choosing is going to be, the Cold Skull himself. He's not Cold Skull anymore, but it's going to be Cold Skull Sanada. It will be his partner challenging for those tag team championships whenever that match will be, pinned and inked down in the paper. So that's something for us to look forward to as well. Unfortunately, for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, the match between former Roppongi 3K partners Sho and Yo ended in a disappointing referee stoppage in about 1 minute and 36 seconds. Yo dislocated his left shoulder when he threw a low drop kick. So After the match, Yo was treated in the ring area before leaving in tears with his best of the Super Junior participating kind of up in the air right now. Sho, on the other hand, was laughing out loud and just had an easy, successful defense, which is almost apropos for the House of Torture. It's kind of, you can't really book that. That's crazy. Koji, Fujita, and Doki then both came out to challenge the champion, but Sho denied a match to the guys to determine who the next challenger. And they said we should probably have a match to determine who the next challenger is to decide. As Fujita took Sho out with a missile drop kick, Doki stole the belt, claiming that Sho was not a worthy champion. So it looks like we might be getting potentially a triple threat. So I want to have a video talking about the best of the Super Junior because we do have the participants that just came out. So I want to do that in another separate video. Moving on up the card, we get Shingo Takagi becoming the new Never Openweight Champion, defeating Evil. Title match was filled with numerous interference. It was so much interference. You would think it was Bloodline Rules. He got a pumping bomber. Then he went ahead and pit Evil away with the last of the Dragon, about 21 and a half minutes right here. After getting the belt back, this is what was important. After getting the belt back, Shingo was attacked from behind by Gabriel Kidd, who labeled the Never Openweight title as a joke before dropping a storm of insults toward New Japan, AEW, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Gabriel Kidd then spat on the New Japan ring as he challenged Shingo for the Never Openweight title. I'm ready to see what Gabe Kidd's doing next, man. I told you Gabe Kidd, I think, is next up. Him with Yota Tsuji, which is going to tie into the main event. But I think those guys are next up, man. And I'm just eager and just ready to see these guys get opportunities. So I'm all for that. As we move on up the card right here, moving on up C card, we have for the, I believe the next match, let me see. We got a special tag team match, excuse me. Now, I just skipped over that. It took place before the Never Openweight title. We had Shota Umino, Jon Moxley taking on Jack Perry and Ren Narita. Shota Umino and Jon Moxley, of course, got the victory via the Death Rider in a little under 15 minutes. I think, of course, Moxley got the win because he will be taking on Tetsuya Naito. Whether the belt's on the line or not, we'll find out. So I think that is why he got the victory right here. I ain't upset with it. So then in the main event of this show, we had Tetsuya Naito successfully defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against New Japan Cup winner. This is actually Naito's second defense. And fellow stablemate from Los Ingobernables de Japon, Yota Tsuji, in the main event of Sakura Genesis. This is an intense match, man. I love this match a whole lot. Naito reversed a brainbuster with a Destiny Node, then he got the 3 count, 35 minutes nearly with a spinning Destiny for the victory. And like I said, after the match, Jon Moxley, representing AEW in the Blackpool Combat Club, came in the ring, confronting Naito ahead of their match scheduled for next week, which I will be in attendance for, and challenge him for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which, of course, Naito, biggest balls in the world. You know he accepted. So, my opinion, Sakura Genesis was a win, especially the latter half. Once the IWGP, it's a shame for the Junior Heavyweight title match because nothing happened. You got Yo getting injured and nothing really kicked off. But besides that, I think from the Junior Tag Team title match on, I was super invested in this show. And it's hard when you got a lot of wrestling going on. You got to keep your eye on this, got to keep your eye on that. But man, I'm glad I got to see the show live. I stayed up for it and I was not disappointed. So, you know what it is, man. This is SOS Wrestle Talk. This is our Sakura Genesis review. I'll be back at y'all with a Best of the Super Junior participants announcement. I'll be back at y'all this week with the Windy City Riot, I believe that's the name of the card, preview. So yeah, I'll have some stuff for you down the pipeline. But I'm the Puroresu Fly God. I am Stardust Shiaku. I'm Balenciaga Naito. Like I said, SOS Wrestle Talk. Like and subscribe, man. Ain't nobody messing with us. Ain't nobody fucking with us. You know what it is. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.